Bom, a história realmente tá indo pra frente. E simbora. Enquanto eu ainda tiver espaço, eu vou fazer vídeo. Então, aparentemente agora dá pra comer parasitas?
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how. Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power. Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
Cara, eu tinha 2. Consumiu os 2?
Danger. No good will come of devouring a gate worm, no matter what you might think. Mark my words. This power would be no blame. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue, consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. That's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My faith in Vlagith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You're wasting your time and mine. The answer is no.
Ah, my good fella. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a heartstring.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Come on, then. Don't leave me in suspense. How are you feeling? No errant tentacles? No sudden cravings for a more cerebral diet? Wonderful. Advantages are a more precious commodity than art. I commend you on your willingness to take such a risk. Now, let's hope your new illithid fuel prowess tipped the balance suitably. Was there another matter you wish to discuss? You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but the specifics are rather personal. But suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. Trust me when I say, the loss of the occasional wizard staff or tome of enchantment is a bargain given the cost of allowing me to deteriorate. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Then I suggest you look closer. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside of you, a mighty darkness radiating from your chest. You could try to push further, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing.
You're using the tadpole against me? You had no right. None at all. I've a good mind to turn around and depart this little company of ours immediately. I'd rather be alone than spend another moment in the presence of someone inclined to such unjustified invasions of privacy. The need remains debatable, but I recognize your responsibility. Perhaps my reaction was a tad volatile, the irony of which is not lost on me, though it needs remain so on you for the time being. I hope that the glimpse you caught of my condition convinced you of the urgency in treating it. Can I count on you to give me the artifacts I need? As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need. I will consume the magic inside. What was a powerful artifact will be rendered no more than a trinket. But it will save my life, even if only temporarily. Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Grateful as I am, the course of our camaraderie is much better served by not sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. I obtained it in Waterdeep. Nothing there comes cheap.
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a... In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, people think the biggest threat to a vampire... The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn? Trust me, it doesn't happen. No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that win. After all, you know what I am now. I can... And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? Excellent. Now, shall we go? I'm already
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not... It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be... I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor. I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. I am indeed a disciple of Shah. I assume you've heard of her? My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Huh. Only if you lack foresight and imagination. Most fear the dark, like children. Because in darkness But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals. Give it time. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called we destroy false idols. Topple corrupt organizations. There's often suffering. Death, even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths. Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
Wait! Bows down! Gods above! We took you for a goblin! Get up here! I want that gate sealed before they arrive. And we need to talk! Gods above, you're alive. A little light, just as I'd given you up for dead at the goblin camp. But what happened? We've seen them massing in the woods. You led the drow here? By the nine hells, why? So, what? We are to be bait for this drow? Gods above, If this is what it has come to, then so be it. You'll need to draw her attention. The horn. Damn thing's loud as thunder. It'll give our people a chance to take shelter, too. Your courage is catching, it seems. Or perhaps I've finally lost my reason. Make what preparations you deem necessary, and then sound the horn. Let's have this done.
You've actually fought goblins before, haven't you? That wasn't...
You're back. Nice to see a familiar face. I wish I had better, but this is all I have. May Tamora's luck twist your way.
Spill if you don't stop shaking. Would you be careful? We're going to spill if you don't stop shaking. I'm not shaking. Means you're trembling like... I'm not shaking. All right.
Fine day for it, I reckon.
What does that mean?
Not a notion. Talking beats thinking, though.
Yes. This oil bloody yeah. Fine day for it.
so bad as burning goblin will, I'd wager.
Seems cool when you say it like that.
Cruel? Imagine what they do to us, given half the chance.
The goblins, do they fight well? You mean that to be comforting,
Don't spare the fire arrows. Let's see if goblins are prettier with a coat of burning oil on. Sounds a fine one to me.
Almost done?
Well, are you ready? Are we? I wish it were as complicated as all that. This drow is no fool. She knows the smart thing is to be patient, starve us out. I mean to prick at her pride, give her no choice but to be stupid. Sound the horn. Let's have this done.
Gods, I feel sick.
This is it. Everything turns on this.
Get that damn gate closed! I know that you are all afraid. But I also know that you have been fighting your whole lives. We have never been handed the easy choices or the gentle paths. And this is no different. These creatures would take our lives, our children, our future, and we must resist!
A splinter of ice works its way into your mind.
A pretty speech. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Now slit his throat and open that gate. The Absolute wants all of them dead. Traitor! You think you can stand against me and the Absolute? I'll dissect you.
This will do nicely. We'll do it my way.
Good. Again.
heading there.
Excellent. Swift and lethal. On the move. That won't work.
What should I do?
First step is the hardest.
They won't expect this. Over here.
Again.
What's the plan?
Let's move.
Vou terminar esse vídeo por aqui.